Hi dear students, have a good time. I am Dr. Deedar Jamro, Professor of Physics. So today we are going to start a series of conceptual and conditional MCQs, numericals. These type of questions are very useful for those students who are going to get admission in medical colleges, universities, engineering colleges, engineering universities. Also, these type of numericals concepts are very useful for students who are getting admission in the Department of Physics, who are going to do BS 4-year graduation in physics. So the MCQ is, what is the speed at which kinetic energy and momentum of a body, means of same body, are numerically equal. So you may also use this MCQ in other words like at which speed the magnitude of momentum is equal to the kinetic energy or magnitude of kinetic energy. So this is also conditional MCQ, and condition is that so here are some given options, so you cannot directly put any option without calculating the numerical, because if there is a numerical, either the calculation is short or calculation is long, it must require to try to solve the numerical. We cannot use even here the educational guess. No matter, educational guess can be applied to the theoretical MCQ. But this is purely a problem. This must require the derivation, this must require the calculation to find the value of the speed at which both momentum and kinetic energy are numerically equal. So first of all, we write the formulas of kinetic energy, that is 1/2 mv square. Also the formula of magnitude of momentum. Magnitude of momentum is equal to mass times the speed, but momentum is equal to mass times the velocity. Apply condition. Condition is that kinetic energy and momentum are numerically equal. Then we have to find the velocity. By putting values, you know kinetic energy is half of mass times the square of speed. So we may write here VV. V into V is equal to V square, and mv. M on left side and m on right side get cancelled. Similarly, v on left side, v on right side get cancelled. Here become 1/2v is equal to 1. By cross multiplying, v is equal to 2 meter per second. So this is the answer. This is the speed at which momentum and kinetic energy are numerically equal. So when you have such type of problems and they must have some condition, so we have to remember the condition in mind and then going to solve it. So another difference, you know, the kinetic energy is equal to half of mass times the dot product of velocity and velocity. Actually, this is the formula of kinetic energy, and this is the formula for maximum kinetic energy. Most of students thought that this is formula for kinetic energy, but actually this is maximum kinetic energy. You know that kinetic energy is scalar quantity as well as kinetic energy is scalar product. So by utilizing the definition of dot product, just you have studied A dot B is equal to AB cos theta. So V dot V will be VV cos 0 degree. You know V dot V is equal to VV cos theta. Here both are same vector, so angle should be 0 and cos 0 degree is equal to 1. Then the maximum kinetic energy is equal to half of mass times the square of speed. So this is formula of maximum kinetic energy, and that one which is half of mass times the dot product of velocity and velocity. This is the formula for kinetic energy only.